Is this coming through properly? I sure hope so. Yep, it is. Perfect. Now I just gotta wait for the game to get loaded up. Oh boy. Sorry for the late start, guys. I had to take a shower before I came up here. You know, I'm sure most of y'all don't know, just being like, NFS fans and all that. But it seems like a common like meme I find in the VTuber community is that we apparently don't shower, and I feel like I'm like one of the few who actually breaks that trend. Anyways, that's besides the point right now. We are here tonight, or today, wherever you are in the world, to do some NFS Hot Pursuit multiplayer. That is exactly what we're gonna do. Yeah, I already see, like, yeah, crap. There's a lot. I missed quite a bit while I was away. Also had to do some posting, so yeah, that's why. Still, glad to see a lot of you all on board with me tonight. No more stalling around. Let's just jump right into this. Let's load ourselves into the lobby. Okay, that was actually pretty quick. And how fitting. We're in the Hypercar series, which that is the final level of this game in terms of like the single player. So yeah, now we're really getting some practice here. Albeit, they're probably going to be easier than the multiplayer, but it's still worth getting some practice at these cars. As compared to some of the other classes, I haven't driven these all that much. Hold on, I'm actually going to start at the bottom of the list this time. Slowly work my way on up. One of them's already in a Comfort Apollo. That is going to make things interesting. Sadly, John, no, I don't have the Veyron Super Sport, which is a shame. It's like, I think it's the second to last car you unlock as both a racer and a cop. But that's something to look forward to, because if you didn't know, that's actually my favorite car in the game. Not my favorite all-time car, but my favorite car in the game. So, yeah, unlocking it is certainly something I'm looking forward to. Looks like we're just a team of one CCXR and a bunch of CCXs. Okay, this is going to be interesting.
Suspect is headed off road.
Let's see if I can actually get this right.
Target lock.
Well, that was to be expected. Sucker over. Perfect opportunity.
All units locally and
No!
authorized for use.
I almost had him. I almost had him.
Suspect is using spikes. Requesting support.
Nope. Dang it, I keep getting so close to this dude. Luke really is bringing the blast cannon for this. What the? Okay, that was some jank there. Some very serious jank. Teammate, seriously? We're on the same team here, why are you ramming me? And guys, sorry if I'm not reading the chat right now. Really gotta focus. Last thing I want is for this guy to drop a spike strip right on top.
All units, weapon systems are down. Rerouting communication.
For him to do that, which that was inevitable.
That's confirmed. Your roadblock is in position.
Where's my teammates' sight?
Detecting an EMP lock signal. Take evasive maneuvers. All units, local EMPs are now authorized for use. Repeat.
Guys
EMPs
doing back
are
there?
go.
Don't tell me y'all were just waiting for me. One guy who's on very low health right in front of me.
Suspect is sustained heavy damage. This thing is almost over.
Get him. No.
All units, we are detecting a power
Don't
surge from the
wreck
suspect.
into me.
Be on guard.
Please don't wreck into me. Okay. Good driving, teammate. Got a corner. Or he's just gonna wreck himself. Yeah, he crashed out. Trust me when I say that wasn't part of the plan. Oh, no, 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 no. Wait a minute, I wasn't even on the same plane as that car. How did I hit it? Don't dare cross me. Helicopters have a very bad habit of doing that to me. It could also be that this car's handling is not exactly the best. Then again,
Monitoring spike target has dropped the spike strip. The situation is highly dangerous.
3 of the 7 cars in this tier, they don't handle all that well.
Drop a unit in the air and awaiting target coordinates.
Yeah, nice try. You almost had me.
Calling in for the arrest.
But I saw that coming. I was prepared. This guy did he just turn around? This dude's literally turning around. Alright, teammate, don't drive into me.
Roger that, 1073 approved. Roblox units deploying directly ahead of you.
I see you. Coming for you. Better that I went into the wall than the traffic. I need a roadblock. I need a roadblock, please. Well, it didn't do. That last one did too much. Please. It's too far ahead! Yeah. Alright, now that this one's finished, I can actually... The Veyron, the original Veyron is better than the Super Sport due to better handling. I feel like it's the other way around, honestly. The 16.4 actually has better top speed than the Super Sport because of its nitrous boost. The Super Sport, from what I remember, doesn't get it. It tops out at 258, which is not... It's not actually the fastest in the tier. But it's still respectably fast. It just doesn't gain anything from nitrous. The handling, I feel like it's very similar to the stock Veyron. I'd like to point out that you're at least half a mile behind everyone. You can charge nitrous much faster than nitrous duration. Yeah, I know. As a cop, you get that change to your nitrous. I'm gonna use this car as a racer vehicle. See how poorly I do this time. Yeah, the problem is, like, with the exception of the F... Okay, there's, like... From my experience, there's, like, half the cars in this tier, they don't handle that well. Those being the CCX and all 3 Veyron variants. That's like half the cars in this tier. The other cars, the F1, the Agera, the CCXR, and the Apollo S, they all handle spectacularly. Just the problem is, like, they all have they all, like, glass cannon their stats. This is gonna be a tough one. Bayron Super Sport. And an F1. This is gonna be tricky.
Suspect is headed off-road.
Gain some distance. Well, it certainly gained some distance, alright. Behind.
I'm putting together units.
Could have just gone left.
Maintain current route. Clear. Command approved roadblock units deployed directly ahead.
I could have either hit him or dropped the spike strip. Really, traffic? Really? Thanks a lot, teammate. 10 out of 10 teamwork there. Yeah, no.
Monitoring spike strip release in your area. Proceed with caution.
Get out of here with that.
All units, we are reading a disruption to the communication system. Please confirm system operations.
Made contact. He has sustained some damage.
Yes. I see that F1 right
EMP activated. Firing target lock.
now. I'm just gonna take the hit there. There's nothing I could have done. No! Oh. I was paying too much attention behind me. Didn't see that in front of me.
Spike strip deployed.
Where's Spike? Rip!
Using an EMP lock signal. Take evasive
Time to return the favor.
EMP hit confirmed.
Who's gonna take it? Who's it gonna be? Well, this is good.
Online.
Time to run the gauntlet. Literally. Well, that ended well for me. Oh! Still alive? Okay. Well, this isn't gonna last much longer, so I might as well try to survive as long as I can.
Left the road, headed behind the hotel.
Not dying in cheese and crap like that.
Detecting a power surge from the suspect. Be on guard. Spike strip deployed. We're showing spike strip deployed at your location.
Wow, that also didn't kill me.
Suspect has
I'm gonna
evaded.
fight to my last. And fail. It was a good fight. Someone got almost all the busts in that race. Alright. I'm gonna change rides because, like I said, the CCX was never really my favorite. I think it's, out of all the hypercars, probably the least good. You know. Look through. Looks like I'm going to be using the Agera this time. I'm just going to be going up. I'll follow the cop structure for this. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. I see you're in there. Looks like a name I've seen. That's probably because they typed it in the chat. Or maybe you have seen him before in the race. Oh, looks like someone's AFK here, so I'm gonna take advantage of it.
Suspect has sustained heavy damage, moving in for the arrest.
I see him.
All units, we are reading a disruption to the communication system. Please confirm.
Kinda makes me wish that they did actually make either a second NFS movie or like a live-action TV series.
Roadblock is deployed directly ahead of you.
That was unplanned. Was that a racer? Yeah, it was.
Roadblock patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want them.
Aerial support is standing by. We are awaiting orders.
Yeah, I personally feel like out of all the hypercars, the Agera is probably the most underrated. Not easy to drive by any means, but is certainly not a bad car. Certainly better than the CCX, I'd say for sure. Both of them in my sights right now.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock. The target systems are overloaded. All units moving for the arrest.
Trying to get me up there again.
All units, roadblock in position ahead.
Well, at least I got one bust in that race.
All units,
Unfortunately, though, it seems like my teammates didn't keep up the pace. I did see that name before when I played myself, but I talked to him because I do get vigilant here. Cars are fully utilized. Wouldn't the Agera actually end up the slowest car in this category? Maybe. But personally, I feel like it makes up for that in terms of like its acceleration. Solid, albeit a little bit unpredictable handling. Solid nitrous boost, and I feel like it's a little bit okay. Maybe it loses out in durability to the CCX as well, but I still feel like it's a better car, more fun to drive than the CCX. obviously doesn't race. Actually, let's take a quick look. They actually have the same top speed according to the game description here. They both raw top speed for them is both 242 miles an hour. Yeah, the cars in the NFS movie were replicas, I know that. In fact, I know a lot of videos out there say that they were pretty good replicas, that it was difficult to tell between the real ones and the fake ones. For me, even on the first time seeing it, I could tell all those hypercars were, you know, kit cars. Except for one, and that was in the garage scene when they were revealing the Agueras. That one I'm convinced was a real one, because the replica was not that shiny. When it was unveiled in the garage underneath all that light, it had that shine, and it also had the more accurate looking headlights. One right behind me is that Apollo. I can tell from that engine sound. Nice try. Yeah, going to the spikes. This is... Oh, okay. It's getting... You know what? No, I've had enough. Get out of here.
Spike strip missed the target.
Nope. I landed a dead center hit on it. Oh, thanks, Roadblock. Thanks for immediately despawning as soon as I went through you. Didn't think this one car could do so much damage. Yeah, no. Not following. Can I turbo through here? Yep, I can. I'm going to. See you later, Apollo. Good luck. No, 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 no. Oh, no! How did I did not expect to take that much damage from that thing. Fake or not, it was still a great movie. Great! I'm not sure, but it certainly was enjoyable. NFS film is my second favorite movie right behind Mario. Believe it or not, my favorite movie, so far at least, is not a car movie. Believe it or not. Well, I'm still gonna stick in this lobby so that I get more practice with the hypercars. Even if I'm continuing to suck not do as well as I would have preferred. NFS Hot Pursuit actually has an inaccurate stat compared to the real one, because Koenigsegg's don't run on 5 gears. Interesting. Real cars. There's no way they would have gotten, like... With the budget that they had for that movie, there's no way they would have been able to get real cars to actually race against each other. Now it's time to use, in my opinion, the best car in the tier. No question about it. cost a lot. They would cost a lot to fix. Not just because of taxes, but, you know, actually sourcing the parts for them. Because, you know, look at a car like, say, you know, this McLaren F1. It's gonna be difficult to find parts for it, you know? Let's see how we dust. The F1 is certainly a solid car. It's just that the Apollo has better acceleration. That I can certainly agree with. In fact, I'd go out on a limb and say that the F1's acceleration is probably the worst in the tier. Actually, no, not probably. It is the worst in the tier. But it totally makes up for that with its nitrous boost and top speed. Pretty much everything else about this car is solid. Only my driving could reflect that. Yeah, especially in final tier, you really need nitrous for that. It's like, once you reach final gear, you're like, not accelerating at all. Oh, no. I wasn't wasting spice right there, not gonna
Kill the
lie.
unit in the air and awaiting target coordinates. All units, we are detecting a power surge from the suspect. Be on guard.
Yeah, the reason why I refer to this tier as one with a lot of blast cannons is because cars like the F1, the Apollo S, even the Bugatti Veyron to an extent, they sacrifice one of their stats for better stats everywhere else. Like in the Apollo's case, it's an absolute... It is about as fragile as it gets. Oh. No! Almost had you. It's about as fragile for this tier as you can get. While the F1 here, again, slowest acceleration while having solid everything else.
Roger that.
1061 is gauge. No.
Roger.
They always manage to wreck, like, and respawn right before I get them. See smoke again. That's weird. Might be a good opportunity for me. Either.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock. The target systems are overloaded. All units moving for the arrest.
He's getting.
Suspect is headed onto the South Face Trail. All units, local EMPs are authorized for use.
He's almost down. Is Veyron? Almost.
Spike strip deployed. All units, you are cleared to use spike strips.
Don't rake faster.
Suspect has sustained heavy damage. He can't keep going for much longer.
Valiant effort. Unfortunately. Just like the SL65 and Super Series, below average acceleration dominates in all other aspects. Yeah, they could. All the other good stats for this car can mitigate. It's ridiculous. This game mode is not my favorite.
Hello.
But I have a suggestion. Try to go for the front racers before they escape. Always follow this route. Bust a racer that crashes is called park busting. Yeah. Okay. Worth knowing. What I'm trying to do right now is, even though they're not exactly the brightest bulbs on the tree, I'm trying to stick with my teammates because that way we outnumber and at least get one takedown in. Although it seems like my teammates are having a tough time trying to keep up with the former Ultimate Enforcer. Okay, now this would be interesting. CJ and I are on... Since Amaya and I are now on the same team. Well, I'm gonna keep with the trend of the F1 here and use it again. One thing worth noting, and something that I've noticed, is like, the cop cars actually have slower top speeds in comparison to the racer cars with nitrous. Like, for example, the F1, I think it topped off at like 255, I think. I've gotten to over 260 as a race car. As a racer vehicle. Unfair teams, so... Didn't mean to type the wrong thing. See, look, another dude just went AFK. Well, if anything, he makes for... Okay, never mind. He didn't. He's... I think acting as a distraction. I'm gonna stick with you. You seem to know what you're doing.
I'm putting together units ahead of your position. Maintain current route.
Wait. That was bad! No! Ouch. Yeah, great job, dude. You crashed us both out.
Spike strip deployed. Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location.
Gotta stick together. Survivors.
Detecting an EMP lock signal. Take evasive maneuvers.
EMP hit confirmed.
The one EMP that I had, and I used it very well. I thought that was a roadblock or something inside. All the way to the side here. That was a close call there, teammate. You're lucky you didn't hit me. I've driven into other people's like wrecks before, and it did not end well. At all.
Air support is heading up. He should be there shortly.
Turbo time, baby. Right through the gap, right there. Bro, I never thought I'd be able to do that. That was sick. That wasn't, though. Ops is actually on low health now. It's actually playing right into our favor.
Dispatch, suspect just ran the roadblock.
Finished. Oh, just having a talk with this guy, but I'm not pressuring him. Easy W. I swear, sometimes with like the matchmaking in this game, it's comical. What is going on there? He was moving at like a frame a second there. He actually survived that one. Nice driving, just get upset over fair teams. Isn't it understandable? Yeah, because I've been on both sides of the equation, like multiple times at this point. Yeah, low-level teams. Or you see how, like, I'm pretty sure that entire team last time, it had, like, they were all... Okay, never mind, I take it back. They had, like, 2 good players and 2 who were, like, dragging the entire team down. Definitely more cops or racers than the other team. Hey, it be like that sometimes. You know what? The only thing we can do is just make do with what we have. We are limited to the confines of what we are getting. Now it's time. Now it's time to use this bad boy, which someone pointed this out to me earlier. But the Veyron police spec does not actually match the one seen in the trailer. The bottom of the bumper is supposed to be black, not white. I get so frustrated with people that throw games away. Worst case scenario is that you get most wanted. It's so bad that it's over and nothing you can do about it. Yeah, I've been in that scenario as well, where like my team did not step in to help me. But then again, that also culminated in what was probably my greatest achievement as a hot pursuit player. And it's not crashing into my own teammates. Stop. Don't say that wasn't it.
EMP activated, acquiring target lock. All units, weapon systems are down. Suspect is using a jammer.
Nice reply there. Fail.
Suspect has sustained heavy damage. This thing is almost over.
All units, local EMPs are authorized for use.
Roger that. 1061 received.
Hey, I'll take that hit. This car can take it.
Watch the roads. Those racers are using spikes.
Oh, crap. be a bit tactical.
Roadblock unit dispatch, please advise on target position.
I'm gonna
That's confirmed. Your roadblock is in position. Monitoring spikes.
All units, roadblock has been compromised.
that gap was incredibly good.
Suspect is headed off-road.
Thanks a lot, helicopter. I didn't run into your spike strip, but you certainly threw me off. Oh, and don't you just love when that happens? When your teammate locks onto you with their EMP? I can't tell if that was on purpose or by accident, but regardless, it's annoying either way. Another Easter egg that I found was that the numbers were different in the trailer or the box art. Like, it was 465 in game and then SC715 on the box art and title. Okay, yeah. Well, that was a major choke right there. Yeah, now see NFS Lover, we're starting to get a bit of a balance here where we have 2 skilled and 2 incompetent players on each team. That's what it feels like. But hey, that's what makes this game so interesting. Okay, looks like I'm a cop again. I guess I'll use it again. I was hoping I'd end up as a racer so that I could use the cop. So that I could use the Veyron as a racer vehicle. Not as a cop vehicle. Maybe this will be my chance to redeem myself. Yeah, the cop cars, they have better acceleration than nitrous, but they're heavier, so that means they have less speed. Are you kidding me? Two of my teammates went AFK there? I can't even make this up anymore.
That's confirmed. Your roadblock is in position.
I see that mirror.
All units, we are detecting a power surge from the satellite connection down. All units, we are being jammed. Eyes on target.
Can't even make this up right now. Go back.
Roger that, Vegas pursuit unit engaging. We're on suspect.
No! Almost patched you. No, don't
Monitoring
dare.
spike strip release in your area.
Roadblock unit dispatch, please advise on target position.
No, you
EMP activated.
No.
Acquiring target lock.
Oh.
blowout. Evasive maneuvers recommended.
How did he not get that? How did he not get that?
Roadblock patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want them.
You got it. Roadblock in position ahead. Spike strip has been hit. Move in for the arrest. I repeat, move in for the arrest. All units here are clear for 1067. I repeat.
Oh my. Well, that was also part of the plan. Apparently. I'm still alive, so.
Traffic unit in the air and awaiting target coordinates.
Air support request received. Moving in on your position.
Illuminati in
Suspect
the
headed
air.
towards the rocks.
This is Roadblock Patrol 1. We are on scene. Standing by. Over.
No, 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 don't hit me, don't hit me, don't hit me. Please. Oh, we're gonna do this, huh?
Detecting an EMP launch signal. Take evasive maneuvers.
We're gonna be playing that game, huh?
The target systems are overloaded. All
Will that work in a roundabout way? Didn't expect it to, though. I thought I was toast.
Repeat, EMPs are go. Suspect is headed off-road.
Yeah, I see her typing there, NFS lover, but still, pay attention to the race here.
All units, roadblock in position ahead.
Well, at least I got one bust in that race. You actually have to touch the racer to start the busting process. But also try to realize what he does, and then move out to avoid getting damaged. True. Okay. That's a good thing to consider. And in online game, just do whatever you have to do to win. Doesn't matter if it gets dirty. Hey man, I'm trying to like do this for community's sake, but a little bit of mutual respect. I actually got to turn my light on so that I can see because it is getting very, very dark right now. So give me a moment. Yeah, we are. Oh great, look who's in our session, guys. Mr. I love to take lower tier cars into higher tier races. Alright, this'll be interesting. I guess it doesn't really matter which I take, but I'm going with the Bear on 64 Coupe because that was the one I saw in real life. Police is actually really slow in how they gain bounty. Yeah, like the way that I gained bounty back in my prime days of this game, I literally had to grind Hot Pursuits, and that was most of that's actually documented on my channel, on my pre-VTuber channel. Yep, Blaze F2. Mr. I love to take lower tier cars into higher tier races. Yep, there he is. In a Porsche GT2 RS. Will say though, having him in the session makes things a little bit interesting. Gotta be careful.
Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location.
Not this time, Blaze.
Spike strip deployed.
Essential requesting a roadblock.
Also, I'm pretty sure that the racers, they actually have...
Ahead of your position. Maintain current
They have
route.
one time trial that they can
Clear. 1073 approved.
clear within, like, what, a minute and a half, and they get, like, 20,000 bounty out of it. That's an easy way to grind. It's a private Miller weapon because he saw Blaze in the session. And he knew that Blaze doesn't play around. Here, it's not a good idea to...
Spike strip has failed to kill the target.
Well, that worked somehow. I thought I was actually going to crash there, but I glitched through the map instead. Oh,
EMP activated, acquiring target log.
I thought that helicopter had me there for a second, but it's trying to bluff. Nice. No, 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 no. Really? Thinking roadblock, I almost had that there. Yeah, he certainly does drive well. As a YouTube channel, he doesn't cheat, but he challenges himself. Basically what NFS 5 is. If that roadblock wasn't in front of me, I would have had a shot there. Was a good one until the end there. Dude needs to use different cars. It's so bad. I never said I was a pro player at this game, I just enjoy it. This one and probably the next one will be my last one in this lobby, and then I'm going to switch lobbies. United States of God.
You got it. Roadblock in position ahead.
No! I didn't think there'd be a window that wide open.
All units, local EMPs are authorized for use.
Chances are he's in way slower. Still have a shot at catching up.
Roger that, Barrett. Pursuit unit engaging. We're on suspect. This is Roadblock Patrol. We are on scene and standing by. Over.
All units, roadblock in position ahead.
Dude slipped through the block. Again.
Suspect has left the road, headed behind the hotel.
Roadblock Patrol units on scene. Let me know where you want them.
I didn't even hit the car there,
All
yet
units,
it's still
we are reading a
registered.
disruption to the communication system. Please confirm system operations.
Sometimes the hitbox.
This is Roadblock Patrol 1. We are on scene and standing by. Over.
But I will still try.
Roger that, 1073 approved. Roadblock units deploying directly ahead of you.
Teammate doesn't sabotage me.
Spike strip deployed. All units, you are cleared to use
The
spike strip.
racer's miles and miles away. Chicken. Spike strip.
Release the spike strip. All officers, be on guard.
Usually for guys that are too fast, don't try and go for them. Alright, one more in this lobby, and then I'm going to hop on to the next one. There he goes. Yeah, it is documented sighting tonight. This looks to be a relatively short one. Yeah, right. As long as... Well, maybe he'll make a good distraction. Do I make... God, it's a... Sorry, dude. I can speak German, but I don't actually know what that means. I'm not sure what you actually said there. I don't know what that means. Oh, I can speak German. It means I'm happy I can join you. Good to know. Now I can turn this racer. If you are, it's good. That was totally part of the plan. Now I'm sandwiched in between all these cops.
Spike strip deployed. Detecting an EMP lock signal. Take evasive maneuvers.
EMP hit confirmed.
Suspect is heading towards the rock tunnel. Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location.
Play strips. Could have nailed him there. That would have been a nice hard hit. Teammate up. I have one on them right now. CCXR here. I kind of love how this... kind of like how this car drives. Accelerates pretty decently. Top speed's okay. Only real problem with it is... nitrous. Oh. Ouch. Only problem with this car is it's nitrous. Okay. Glad to be in the stream regardless. I do play my games. Okays.
Suspect is heading into the farmland.
One form of diversity I kind of do like. I understand exactly what they're saying. And the text really is the legend. Don't worry about it. Be glad I'm here. And I am an NFS lover. Any viewer, any chatter, someone as small as I am in the VTuber space, that's something to be thankful for. Oh. No, I'm not gonna do this again. Okay, maybe I will, actually. Just to get one round in the grand sport. Man, it's almost like the community knows that I was practicing, that I was trying to get some practice in for the Hypercar Series races. So then all of them just decide to go set all the multiplayer lobbies to Hypercar Series. Alright, well, since I already used all of them, we'll just pick the one that I have the least amount of miles. That is... Well, this might be a little bit rough for me because, by the looks of it, we once again have imbalanced teams. If I had to play one NFS game for the rest of my life, or the rest of time, it would gladly be Hot Pursuit. It's a solid game for PvP when it's balanced. Yeah, operative words being when it's balanced. This clearly seems to not be one of those cases. Okay, well, at least they're keeping those. At least know what they're doing in that regard, but not ram me off the side of the road, please. That would be greatly appreciated.
Suspect has left the road.
Focus on the guy up in the front. Don't concern yourself with the guys that are behind us. Or not.
All units,
They did exactly that.
From the suspect, be on guard.
Roger that. Aerial pursuit unit engaging.
I was a bit sharp there, but made it!
Monitoring. Roadblock is deployed directly ahead of you.
And very, very poor placement. Very poor roadblock placement here, guys. Thanks.
Suspect has entered the sand, heading towards the rocks.
Crap. See if he makes a... Nope, traffic made his move for him. Game is certainly good. And like I said, so far it's been my favorite Need for Speed. And like I said before, it's the game that I based my V2 on. So, that doesn't speak how much I like this game. I don't know what does. Granted, liking something doesn't necessarily equate to being good at it.
All units, roadblock officers ready and waiting for the orders.
Suspect headed into the rock tunnel.
This is
units ahead.
No!
Roadblock has failed. Repeat, roadblock failed.
Yeah. Failed because it hit me instead. Great.
Watch the road. Those racers are using spikes.
Spike strip has failed to slow the target. All units here are clear for...
That actually worked! Somehow.
Roadblock unit dispatch. Please advise on target position.
I'm the last cop standing.
Suspect is headed into the rock tunnel. That's confirmed. Your roadblock is in position.
Right after.
Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location. EMP activated, acquiring target lock.
Nope. I think one problem I have is traffic at boxes can be quite discouraging. And the ghost traffic is a nightmare. You don't say! Turn your car with your with an e-brake at low speeds and quickly rocket out of low speed. Yeah, that's worth knowing. Oh great, look who's back. Look who's back from... Decide to step out of the flames once again. Alright, this will be interesting since Blaze and I are on the same team for once. This time, though. I'm sorry, transport. And Blaze he's actually using a car for the tier for once. Albeit he's probably gonna decimate all of us, but nice change from his usual behavior. We can do this. It's only one Bugatti and 3 clone zones. We got this. They're no match for us. Don't wreck into each other. Don't wreck into each other though.
EMP activated.
Yeah.
Units, we are reading a disruption to the communication system.
What? How did those not hit him? He was right behind me.
He's trying to lose
Those
you
things
off
drop.
road. Continue the pursuit.
Essential requesting a roadblock.
I'm putting together units ahead of your position. Maintain current route. Roadblock patrol units on scene.
Slipped right through that like a boss. Yeah! Have fun trying to catch me now!
Spike strip deployed. We are showing spike strip deployed at your location.
do sports series. Maybe later. Albeit, that would have to be like next session. Not planning on doing this for too much longer. Well, that backfired heavily. That didn't, though. Speed up. Problem with sports series, though, Amaya, is that I don't really find those cars as interesting as some of the higher teams. You know? If I want to race, I want to do it in something that I find appealing. Sports cars just don't have as much appeal to me as, like, you know, the supercars and higher.
All units, roadblock has been compromised.
Suspect is headed into the forest.
Oh, that dodging, though.
Spike strip deployed. Spike strip has failed to kill the target.
We're at my mercy now. So I still got one EMP left.
Central, requesting aerial support.
Air support is heading up. He should be there shortly.
Pursuing officer be
Place
advised, there is
trouble.
more incoming.
Watch out! Now they're after me.
Roadblock reporting 1050. All units move in.
Gonna hold them off until Blaze arrives.
I've made contact. My vehicle has taken damage.
No.
Heavily damaged. Moving in for the arrest.
Suspect has missed the spike strip. Suspect has missed the spike strip. Better luck next time. Over. Suspect is headed onto the waterfall trail.
Never thought I'd be using this area. Oh, Blaze is down. Blaze is down, guys.
Detecting an EMP lock signal. Take evasive maneuvers.
Get out of here with that. Oh, no, you don't. Oh.
Collision. Target vehicle has been involved in a traffic collision.
Damn. You may decimate the competition. You don't have to finish the race just to survive it. I think the spikes have delay in getting boxes. That might also be a connection issue. To think that these guys somehow managed to bust me. Excellent team, guys. Jeez. No, I try to uplift people sometimes, but what I'm seeing so far is just comical. your internet is good, that's how it is. Alright, now hopefully... Yeah, I only have a few minutes left, so hopefully I end up in a session that is not, you know, Hypercar Hot Pursuit. So I think... Okay, good. Now I'm a bit in my element. I'll do 3 races in this session before I boot this for tonight. Just because, again, I have to wake up early for work tomorrow, so don't want to cut off my sleep too much. Should try the BMW M6 convertible. I feel like, though, that might be a better car for Hot Pursuit than just a standard race. If I remember correctly, car has decent top speed, decent nitrous. Problem is, its acceleration and handling are not that good for the tier. But it does have good durability, so that's, again, why I said it's a better car for Hot Pursuit or Most Wanted than for a standard race like this. Maybe next time, though. I'll set up my own session. Staying pretty close in this pack. This thing inconsistently turns very tight. Hey, Jeremias. I know you're saying something right now, but I can't exactly look down at chat right now. Sorry I missed last week. When do you usually go up? That depends on the day, honestly. Like, Tuesday sessions like this, I try to start around 7:30 EST. Then for weekend sessions, it's usually like sometime early, mid-afternoon. Or I'm sorry, mid-late afternoon. Eastern Standard Time, by the way. And yes, I do know that the M6 has powerful vehicles, but still prefer it more as a bodyguard vehicle than a racing vehicle. Really gotta pay attention. This is why you don't text and drive, guys. Look away from the road for a second and you're gonna hit something. Or at the very least, you're gonna be at a risk of hitting something. big heavy sedan like this, honestly wasn't expecting it to have such a tight turning radius. Like, it's barely off-center there, and it just handled that curve like a champ. Glad you managed to catch it when you could. Surprised I didn't actually go up in rank or get in the car yet, but we're starting to get to that point. Oh. I guess Amaya's back for one more, or I'm sorry, at least 2 more rounds. I think you streamed for a few hours. I think I'll try to stay and stream for at least an hour or so. Yeah, it's appreciated. It's appreciated, NFS lover. Yeah, I try to usually stream for like 2.5 hours to 4 hours. Again, that's dependent on the day. Like a weekday like this, it's likely going to be on the shorter end. While weekends and Friday nights, more likely to stream for longer periods of time, because I don't have to worry about so much about work or getting up early. I've been here for at least 90 minutes. It feels nice to watch Need for Speed streams. You probably would have loved when I actually started streaming, because, like I said, actually no, I haven't said this. At least streaming to YouTube, but I have played through Need for Speed Most Wanted and Carbon. Yeah, I would have loved to have you around for that. Although, there might be some time in the future where I revisit these games. Actually, I do have my car from on YouTube, so you can feel free to check that out whenever you get the chance to. Viper, I don't really like how it drives, but I gonna have to use it. I want to drive at least every car in this game once, just to get a feel for it. Doesn't matter how much I like them or dislike them. I want to try to at least drive every car once. exactly my favorite. What is this? Miracle I'm managing to drift it right now. Don't remember it being that responsive. Sorry there, Maya. Nitrous for the Spinal Edition, it honestly feels better than the base ACR. I'll give it credit for that. Wow, that was glitchy. Very glitchy. Worked so many times. And maybe I should have ranked, in hindsight, I probably should have ranked this card different in comparison to the base pipe break. Base pipe break. It honestly feels like I was driving two different cars now. Even though they're just, one's a convertible and one isn't. Sorry about that, buddy. Much better than I did last time. Final Edition, it might actually be decent. Albeit, I'm still not really a fan of this one. The Viper was a strong car in NFS Carbon. It was something that had strong acceleration, but almost no traction. At least it slides out to make up for it. I didn't actually drive it in Need for Speed Carbon. I had it in Most Wanted because I won it from JV. Sweet, thanks for the info. I haven't really seen any live streams before. You reeled me in with Law last time, and now you got me watching NFS full. I got 3rd place by using the... You have to try it. Okay then, fine. Fine, Amaya. I'll use that for my last race. But first I want to try out the Gallardo Valentino Balboni. And hey, Jeremiah, I'm not just Call of Duty and Need for Speed. I'm also starting up an Ace Combat playthrough. Oh, never mind. Someone switched it up on us, it seems. Well, so much for using the M6 convertible. But yeah, I'll be starting up an Ace Combat playthrough. Ace Combat Joint Assault playthrough on Friday. And a Terraria playthrough with a couple friends on Sunday, so... certainly hope all y'all can catch that if you have the time to. I saw that. Someone had the poor GT Heritage Edition. You know what? Kudos to them. They've got some taste right there. Well, it's almost. But still looks solid. So I gotta give them credit. That hurt. Still would have had a shot. No! What was that? Okay. Had a little bit of time to figure this out. The Reventant, from my perspective, is one of, if not the most fun part of driving the game. Just because it handles so smoothly, it has solid acceleration, top speed, nitrous handling, durability, pretty much everything going for it. You just have to be, you know, at least somewhat proficient in the game. Passport. And you. Nice livery. I can also see your profile picture has that car. but also your OC transparent with it. That was part of the design choice, you know? Just as a little bit of a callback to my roots with this game, and how it inspired my design. I kid you not, I think the last time I played NFS was Hot Pursuit 2 on the GameCube. Such good times! I've been more of a Burnout Tour Project Gotham Racing 3 fan. Heard of those? Yeah, I've heard of them. Played them? No, I haven't. I've been here on this stream for 100 minutes. I think it's a good time for me to hop off. Well, take care, NFS lover. I think I'll be ending stream soon as well, because it's getting late where I am. And I gotta wake up early tomorrow. So, this will be the last race for me. And, look who's back. For session 3, lobby 3 together. This dude better end up in something like, a Porsche 911 Turbo for Tier 1. Yeah, take care, NFS lover. I'll see you around. Okay, he's in the 370Z. See how this goes, then. Yeah, I see. He's using a 370Z. It's not like he's gonna win. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. Well, Eamon's probably not the best car for this, but I still think it's a fun car to fly, just because the handles are pretty solid. There he goes. And his car doesn't really accelerate all that well. It does have good nitrous and handling. Pay attention. I never said I was good at the game. I just enjoy playing it, you know, and that's all that really matters. Finally reached top speed. And sorry, 911, but I'm gonna pass her. this was a 1v1 race, that make things pretty intense. But unfortunately, it's not. See, this dude's not a person playing worthy. Like a little bit of traded paint. Oh my god. Not gonna lie, I was looking away from the screen when that happened. What was it you were saying, Amaya, about him not winning? This time, I'm going to use something a little less underpowered because, not going to lie, I like the Cayman. It's not one of the best cars in this team. I know I like to dog on this car, but I have a feeling it accelerates better. It accelerates better than the Cayman. Probably has as good, if not better, handling. Massive L, taking on like everyone's part there. Smoked by a freaking 370Z. That was terrible. It may be heavier, but it has all-wheel drive, so that'll come into its benefit. Freaking 8C drivers are... They're after me like there's a bounty on my head. Enough of this. Play with fire. We're about to get burned. Oh. Just wrecked. Looks like it's just me and Blaze up here. See what you got. Just me and you now. Moment of silence, guys. This is side like that. Almost had me there. Almost had. Certainly catching up to him there on the straightaways because, you know, the Audi is faster. It just doesn't handle as well as the 370Z. But you know what? I'm satisfied. satisfied with that. Oh. You went flying. Great. Imagine winning a performance racing sports class car. Okay, there's got to be some way. I'm sure he knows a way to actually change classes in, like, multiplayer without, like, changing the lobby class. It's just a very closely guarded secret. Anyways, guys and gals, I'm going to end it here for tonight. It was a fun session while it lasted, but I have got to rest up for tomorrow. I will be streaming later on in the week, starting up my Ace Combat Joint Assault playthrough, alongside a Terraria multiplayer playthrough on Sunday. So yeah, hopefully you guys will be able to catch that. Until next time, everyone, take care. Best of luck in your future endeavors. Until next time, farewell. See you around, everyone.